First at 4, rising COVID cases and new efforts to stop them. There's a new warning from hospital leaders in Northwest Missouri who say the outbreak we're seeing in Springfield could soon happen there.
Plus, a local Olympian sidelined with a positive test of COVID before the Tokyo Games.
But we begin in Kansas, where health leaders are signaling a potential return to masks.
The director of the Kansas Health Department says they're working on a mask advisory for the state and its school districts.
It's another sign of the COVID surge now making its way to Kansas. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney has more.
We will definitely issue guidance that we hope that the counties and most especially the school boards take seriously. And it will include masks.
Most concerning, the low vaccination rates in southeast Kansas, where the Delta breakout is worst at the Missouri border. And school there and everywhere starts in a few weeks.
We're trying to be as responsive and give as much lead time as possible. I think, though, that we can pretty safely suggest to parents and educators, staff, it's going to be a little bit different than what we thought it might be in the springtime.
This is what we call exponential growth. It is really starting to shoot up.
Johnson County epidemiologist Elizabeth Holshoe. Johnson County reported at least 137 new cases today, more than 860 new cases in the last 14 days. And their school districts have thousands of pupils, 11 or younger, unable to get a shot if they want to. So they are urging kids 12 and older to get vaccinated.
And that will protect them from getting sick, as well as from really risking having to go home if they're exposed, and really when they're exposed in the schools.
Notice she said when they're exposed in the schools, as Kansas prepares to issue another COVID health advisory calling for some to wear a mask once again. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
More than 50% of the population in Johnson County, Kansas is now fully vaccinated.
And there is new concern for what's happening in rural Missouri counties. The president of a hospital in Northwest Missouri is pleading with people, saying a big COVID surge could be weeks away. KMBC 9 News investigative reporter Matt Fleener is in Albany, Missouri to explain these alarming numbers.
Here in Gentry County, Missouri, the population is 32% vaccinated, but in some counties surrounding it, that rate is as low as 20%, and that's causing some concern. In the town of Albany, Missouri, COVID is a concern once again.
I think it puts extra strain on caregivers.
John Doolittle is the president of Mosaic Medical Center in Albany. Writing on Facebook last week, we have reason to believe that we're headed for a COVID spike that's worse than any we've seen in this region so far.
The prediction, at least right now, the line's still going the wrong way.
Just months ago, Mosaic celebrated when healthcare workers had no COVID patients in any of the 3 Northwest Missouri hospitals. As of Monday, the Mosaic system has 60.
Last year was hard. But now, when it seems to have been avoidable, there is an extra layer of, my goodness, what a shame.
Doolittle says he wants people in the areas surrounding the hospital to understand the risk of remaining unvaccinated has gotten higher, especially with the Delta variant.
I think the presence of Delta in this area will change the math for them.
The president here says what happened in Springfield should serve as a warning, not only to people in rural counties, but people all over the state of Missouri and in Kansas as well, saying that Delta variant is much more infectious. In Albany, Matt Fleener, KMBC 9 News.
In DeKalb County, Missouri, south of Albany, just 20% of the population is fully vaccinated, one of the lowest vaccination rates in Missouri.
A local gymnast hoped to represent the United States in the Tokyo Olympics, and today she found out she tested positive for COVID-19.
Let's get to Len Jennings with the latest on a story that we've been following all day long. Len?
Yeah, heartbreaking news. Kara Akers from Grain Valley. She recently arrived in Japan after being vaccinated 2 months ago. The positive test came after Aker received what was described as a false positive over the weekend. Aker took a subsequent test that tested negative before testing positive again multiple times. Her dad told us she does not show any symptoms.
She has no symptoms at all, and she feels great. She like I said, she's just a little bored. She'd like to get to practice, but she can't practice right now. So you know how it is when you're used to doing something, it breaks the routine.
Alternates have been rooming with each other, with other alternates since arriving in Japan, with a competitive team rooming with fellow competitors. And that means Aker and Overland Park's Leanne Wong are both in isolation. There are 2 other alternates for the gymnastics team. Chris?